What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Hasbro Transformers Age of the Primes Slingshot. So this is the next in the series of aerial bots from Hasbro. I just took a look at the Air Raid, now we're looking at this guy. And once again, shout out to Dr. Diecast for allowing me to take a look at his copies. And once again, we've got some nice black paint here, orange paint for the head. In fact, Dr. Diecast calls him Orange Head. It's got darker orange for the eyes, a little black for the hands. They look a little cheesy, to be honest, because it's just, painted into the plastic. It's not really actual hands. But and come to the back, we'll see more in the vehicle mode, but he's got a little bit of detail here on the jet. Nice cockpit there. Overall, pretty good looking detail. Not a lot of waffles, a little bit here, although I would say it's on the inside. You don't really notice it, but it is a pretty big hole there for the legs. Arms are okay. They're a little bit thin. Proportion wise, I think he looks pretty good. It's just those gaps there. Let's go over the articulation. Head's on a bulging, goes up to there, down to there, side to side a little bit, not much, and rotates around. Shoulders rotating around on a friction, out to the side, gets you up to there. Rotation at the bicep on a mushroom peg. Double jointed elbow, full bend. Rotation at the waist. Legs will kick up to there, back to there, out to the side. Rotation at the thigh around a mushroom peg. 90-degree bend, not even 90, just short of 90 for the knees. Ankle tilts up to there. It's pretty tight, by the way. And toe tilt down, just due to the transformation. For the accessories, once again, we get two separate guns. They are actually sculpted pretty nicely. They look pretty good. They've been doing a little bit better job, at least on this set, with the guns, instead of having holes all throughout the top, the sides, and the bottom. It's only on the bottom instead of the tops and the sides, but those look good. Nice to get two guns. And for size comparison, there it is next to the Studio Series 86 Prime and the Age of the Primes Air Raid. And these guys do look good together. As I mentioned in my prior review, the SS86 Prime is a little bit big for an Optimus Prime, so they do look small next to him, but they are deluxe class and they come to about what you expect for height. All right, now let's get him transformed into his jet mode. So pretty simple transformation on this guy, but we can fold the feet down, fold these wings down, fold up this little tail fin. We can plug the feet together. I'm going to open up this panel here, and you can see that's to allow the legs to collapse in. Then we can close that back up. Here's the faux wheels while we're down here. We're going to take this, we're going to rotate the arm 180 degrees, fold the arm back on itself so it looks like this, and then we can fold this in. This is going to tuck upwards. Before we do that, we can rotate the head around, fold this in, and tab it into the side. Same with this one, rotate the arm around, fold this up on itself, and then rotate the arm in and tab it in. Unpeg this from here, just tab it in there, bring this down, and peg it in there. On the head here, we're going to rotate down the landing gear. All right, there is Slingshot in jet mode. And it does have some nice paint on it. You got the black stripe down the middle, black paint here, orange here, Tempo detail on the wings, Autobot logo, and then blue on the rear tail fin. However, I think this looks really bad. I don't know what I think it's the proportions, the childish proportions on this. It just looks very silly. It doesn't look like a jet. It looks like a toy jet. Like a baby jet almost. I don't know how to explain it, but it just doesn't look right. And I know it's deluxe class, so it's going to be small, but there's something about the proportions that just don't look right. But from the back, it is a pretty decent sculpt. Everything kind of cleans up. It does have the wheels. It doesn't roll, obviously, but I just feel like it's a little lacking. You can attach the guns here, which I like. Not only is it good storage, but it actually looks good on the jet. And for some quick size comparisons, there it is next to the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime and his roller with drone. And during the previous review, people said this is too big for comparison. So I'm going to show it with this guy. It again still feels too small for a jet, even though it's deluxe class, but it'll fit in nicely with your chug scale. All right, now let's get it into combine mode. And there aren't official instructions, so this is mostly a guess, but I'm pretty sure I've got it right. And we'll find out when we get the next robot. But go ahead and fold the feet down, fold this tail fin down, fold this up. Come to the top here, you're gonna fold this in and then tab it back in there. These wings will fold back. You could actually leave the guns on there if you want. But here is combine mode. And I believe this is going to attach, there's a couple of peg ports here that are going to attach to the back of the combine mode parts that we're going to get with Silverbolt. So you won't really see this part, you'll see this on the back of the leg. And overall works, works as a combine mode. And for a quick comparison, there it is next to the Studio Series 86 roller and drone, so you can get a sense of the size. So final recommendations on the Hasbro Transformers Age of the Primes Slingshot. Feel about the same as I did with the other one. I'm going to recommend it. I'll give it 4 out of 5. It works in robot mode. Jet mode also works. I don't love the look of it, but it does work. And combine mode, we're yet to see exactly how it's going to come together, but it seems like it's going to work with the back of the leg. My issue, again, is just the overall proportions. It just looks very baby toyish, and it doesn't look like an adult collectible. And I understand, there's going to be kids buying these toys, but, for adult collectors like myself and like those who are watching this video, I think it does feel a little bit immature. Like, not to collect it, but the character itself, it feels like he's younger. And this guy, I actually thought he looked pretty good in robot mode, but again, the jet mode doesn't look like a jet. It looks like a baby toy jet. So maybe that's my issue. I don't think it's maybe the size, it's maybe just the proportions of these guys that have got me. But not enough to not recommend it. But that's it for today. Thanks to Dr. Diecast. Allow me to take a look at his copy. Stay tuned. We're going to be taking a look at the whole rest of the set, including the combine mode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.